Hello everyone, my name is Nitish. I am working as a SD-WAN network consulting engineer at Cisco. In this video, I am going to talk about how to configure TLS Syslog server configuration on Cisco CS devices. To demonstrate this, I am going to use the lab topology which is shown in the diagram. In this diagram, we are having two hidden routers plus three remote devices. We are having the Linux machine connected to the LAN side of all three remote devices. To one of the Linux machine, I have installed the Syslog ng the Syslog server. To begin with, let's go and verify the Cisco documentation page. So here we can see, as per the documentation, that Cisco SD-WAN devices started supporting the TLS Syslog server configuration starting from the version 17.1R. Now here, two methods have been shown. One is server authentication method and one is mutual authentication method. Unfortunately, the steps shown in this document is not working as shown. So I'm going to show you how to configure the server authentication method via the CLI. Okay, here we can see I have already installed them and I am already inside the etc syslog ng folder. Now let me create some folder which where I'll be putting the certificate key files and the certificates. Sudo mkdir cert.t, where I'll be keeping the root CA, key.t, where I'll be keeping the key. Go inside cert.t folder and generate the keys. Open SSL, then RSA out syslog key dot key. Test method 2048. Okay, it's giving the error. Let me run with the sudo. Okay, we have successfully generated the keys. Now we need to generate the certificate. Root CA, open, I need to run as a sudo, open SSL, requires new x509 key file which I have generated just right now, syslog key dot key, and out file as my certificate signing syslog signing cert.ca, and let me give the number of days that will be valid for 7:30. Okay, we need to fill all this information. Country code India, Karnataka, Bangalore, Cisco, Cisco.com. Okay, now it looks fine. I have successfully generated the keys and I have successfully generated the certificate which I am going to use for my syslog server. Now we need to modify the parameters of syslog ng server, where I'll be using the key as syslog key.key and I'll be using certificate as syslog signing cert.ca, and also the syslog server should be listening on the TCP port 6514. So let me first copy the key to the respective directory, syslog key.d. Sorry, there's spelling mistake. Sudo. Oh, I didn't copy, my bad. Okay, done. Let me come out. So here we can see we are having cert.d folder. That's right. So certificate is there. Key inside key.d. I have the key. and this is the syslog ng.cnf file which we need to modify. I have already modified this configuration file, but let me show you how the file looks like. So here we can see the source as s_src, where it's listening on the port 6514. I'm using the transport protocol as TLS. Key file, it's etc syslog ng key.d, and I generated syslog key.key, right? And certificates file is it's inside the etc syslog ng cert.d folder, and certificate name is syslog signing cert.ca, right? Peer verify optional untrusted I need to provide because we are using server method, right, where our Cisco iOS SD-WAN server will be verifying the certificates, and the syslog server will not be verifying the certificate of our CS device. And later we are having the destination variable as a remote, where the we are using the var.log syslog as a file. I have commented everything which is not needed, and lastly we need to give the log information, where I'm logging the source as underscore src and destination remote. So that's it. Let me close this file. Okay, now we need to restart the syslog ng server. Systemctl restart syslog ng. Okay, we have restarted it. Let's verify it's running on a ctl status syslog ng. It's sometime it's small little slow. Hold on. Yeah, we can see it's running active, right? Okay, that's cool. Now from the server side we are completely okay. We have configured the syslog ng server, my syslog ng server using the certificate file, using the key file, and we are good from the server side. Now we need to configure our CS devices. So we need to configure the first trust point, who is going to authenticate the server certificate, plus we need to configure the logging configuration. So in order to configure trust point, we'd be needing the certificate file we have generated, because we are going for the manual method, right? And we also need the fingerprint. So let me first generate the fingerprint for the root CA that we have generated. So let me go to cert.d. Open SSL x509. In file is my syslog signing cert.ca, and I need to get the fingerprint, no out, awk -f. Put in the fingerprint.txt as a file, but I need to run a sudo. Sorry, something wrong. And give the capital F. I'm missing something. Hold on. Sudo openssl x509 in syslog signing cert.ca fingerprint no out awk. Okay, I missed one here, parenthesis. Okay, we have successfully generated the fingerprint. Now we need this fingerprint to configure the trust point on the Cisco CS devices. As I cannot directly copy from here to CS devices, that is in lab environment, I'll be exporting the fingerprint to CS devices here through a .txt file. Let me first create a file, fingerprint syslog.txt. Let me copy, paste, save, and let me just transfer it, admin 10.200. Let me see the IP. Okay, wait, my connection has begun. Let me log in again. So here is my console. So looks like I've lost the console. Let me log in again. So this is my vManage. Admin 123 show. Okay, I've logged in here. Let me see the IP addresses. 10.200.10.110. 10.200.10.110. Fingerprint syslog.txt. Admin. Okay, this one is done. Now we need to export the CA file. SCP syslog admin 10.200 10.110 syslog signing cert.ca. Now we have successfully exported the certificate file in the fingerprint on the router. Let's verify the same. So boot flash include syslog. So we can see the fingerprint syslog.txt and the root CF file syslog. You can see this is the signing cert.ca. Okay, cool. Now we need to configure the trust point. I have already prepared the sample configuration where I need to edit as per our current configuration. So let me open that. So here's sample configuration. In order to configure the trust point, we need to configure the trust point name. Give the enrollment URL as boot flash because our certificate is in the boot flash. We need to give the fingerprint, give the subject name, and then RSA key pair, and then the login information. So let me update that. Please make sure the trust point name is same as the root CF file. So here in our case the name is syslog signing cert. Copy this. We can keep the same name as the RSA key pair, and the fingerprint is more root flash. Fingerprint is D2B copy, change the fingerprint. Then we are having the same interface, that's right. Create the login TLS profile, syslog TLS profile, and this also looks good. and this is my server IP address. Let's go and configure it. Before configure, let's verify you the show login. Right now it's not there. So we can see it's not showing anything currently. This is as per the current configuration where I may be having some residual configures on the router, so that's perfectly fine. So now let me go and configure this. Config D, paste, commit, and plus our syslog configuration. Exit. Commit. Okay, that's done. Now we need to authenticate the trust band that we have created. And let's copy the name. Crypto PKI authenticate. Give the name. If the file name that is present in the boot flash and the trust band name is different, it's not going to authenticate, so please make sure the both are in the same name. Now we can see it's successfully authenticated, it's validated, and now we have the trust point installed. We can verify this. Show crypto PKI trust point. Give the name, copy, paste, status. Okay, you can see. Right now let's verify this. So logging, we have already configured this, so it should be up now. Okay, here we can see it's logging to this IP address, the TLS port 6514, and the link is up. So to verify this, let's go on the server and we need to check the file that we have already targeted in the .cnf file, where log syslog. So we can see some log, but let me generate it once again from the router. To do this, we can do anything, but let me do this one. Config D, logging alarm measure, commit. The moment I should do the commit, I would be getting some syslog information on my server. Commit. Okay, it's already there. Let me change it to some other thing. Logging alarm informational. Commit. You can see logs are populated on the syslog server. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching.